Hello, folks. How's the Joes? Hello, hello. Welcome back to Hack4Bengal 2.0. Am I audible and visible? Please comment down. Okay, cool, cool. Yes, yes. Arijit, Snap Token, Amandeep, Ankita. Cool, cool. Right, right. Okay, okay. So we are back with our first session, first online pre-hack session for Hack4Bengal 2.0. Okay. So today you all know that we have our speaker Sunit Roy. Sunit Roy is the organizer at GitHub Field Day. He is an ex-Android Flutter developer at Wholesome. He has experience in open source, Kotlin, Flutter. He's a freelance Android developer, GitHub's campus expert. Okay, Twitter dev lead. He has YouTube. So today we will be talking about GSoC and what you should be doing as GSoC applications are opening soon on 20th of April, right? That's why we have our speaker Sunit Roy, who has cleared GSoC in the year 2021 for TensorFlow by Google. Okay, so he will be joining us soon. So before I add him, let's see how's the Josh. Are you all excited about the session or not? Just tell me. Our speaker will join, right? But he should first see that people are interested. People are having the Josh very much high. Hi, sir. Josh of Hack for Bengal is always high, no doubt. Right. Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So let me add the speaker, right? Hello, good evening, Sunit Bhaiya.
Hi, Tushar. Good evening to you all, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the stage is now all yours. So do explain our folks about GSoC and how they can clear. You have a lots of experience in it, and I hope that it will be a wonderful session. The stage is all yours now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me just share my slides. Yeah, I hope it is visible to you all. So, hi everyone. Um, I'm Sunit Roy, and I was a Google Summer of Code student at TensorFlow in 2021. And today we will be talking about Google Summer of Code and what are the things that you can do to maximize your chances of getting selected. So, first of all, I would like to thank Hack4Bengal for inviting me to this event. And without doing any further delay, let's talk about today's agenda. So today we will be going through what is Google Summer of Code, what are the minimum skills that you will need to contribute in it, and how to choose a project for Google Summer of Code, and what are my tips for making a good proposal, what are the tips that um, and that I got from my seniors when I was applying to Google Summer of Code, and uh, and if you get selected, how to get most out of GSoC, and also what to do if you don't get selected. And after that, we will do a Q&A where I will take your questions and I will answer them. And again, I would like to clarify that there's nothing that can guarantee your selection. Like following this roadmap will surely guarantee that you will get selected. But there are some things that you can do which can really maximize your chances of getting selected. So first, let's talk about Google Summer of Code, what it is. So here's what the website says. Google Summer of Code is a global online mentoring program focused on introducing new contributors to open source software development. GSoC contributors work on a 12 plus week programming project with the guidance of mentors from their open source organization. So in basically in GSoC, Google provides a platform for different open source organizations to present and showcase their project ideas, and there they can get some they do this so they can get some new contributors to work on their project ideas, and students can apply for those projects. And if they get selected for those projects to work on, they will work under the mentorship of that project's mentor, and if they finish the project successfully, they will receive a stipend, which can be um, $1,500 for a smaller project, um, and $3,000 for a larger project. So one another thing to notice that earlier this program was only limited to university students, but from last year they did some changes, and now it is open for everyone. And the only requirement that they have is you have to be above 18 years. So if you are above 18, you are welcome to apply in this program. It doesn't matter if you are still college student or not. So for applying to this program, there are some minimum skills that you need to know. These are not defined by the program organizers, but these are the some of the minimum skills that you will anyways require to contribute in open source in general. So these skills are first Git and GitHub. So Git and GitHub is really essential for you to learn, as this is the this is one of the most basic things that you have to learn in software development. In a software project, there will be various files and where you will be writing code, and not only you, there will be multiple coders who will be working on the same project as well. So there you need a system to track all of the changes and merge all of the changes, and still need to keep in mind that the at the end of the development, the application should run properly. So to do that, the most efficient system is Git, which is a version control system. And GitHub is just a website which hosts lots of Git repositories. Git repositories are code bases for various softwares. So these two things that you need to learn first. After that, you should learn a programming language of your choice. So there is no specific language that you have to learn, but there are some languages that you can learn which has more number of project. So you can choose. You will have more options to choose from. So JavaScript, Python, and Java has most number of projects, not only GSoC in everywhere. So if you learn this language, you will be most probably you will be in benefit. And if you learn any different language, even that will work. It's not a big thing. So first learn a language, programming language of your choice. After you learn Git and GitHub and a programming language of your choice, the next thing that you will do is to learn a tech stack of your choice. So by tech stack, I mean a development framework. So let's say you learn Java or Kotlin. So if you learn Java, then you can use this language as a tool to build Android apps. So for Android apps, they use Java programming language. So then you can just code the whole thing in Java, and learn the Android development framework. If you learn JavaScript, you can then uh, you can continue learning by learning React.js or Vue.js, those development frameworks. And if you learn Swift, then you can learn iOS development at Flutter. So basically you need to learn a development framework, because language is not enough for you to contribute to a open source project. You need to learn a development framework or tech stack, so you can contribute to a real world project. So these are the minimum skills that you will need to contribute to an open source project and contribute to GSoC. So after you learn this, the next thing that you need to do is to choose the right project for you. So for choosing the right project, here are some of the ways that you can go. First, for choosing a right project, you can go by the tech stacks that you are familiar with. Let's say you know Android development, you or you know React.js. So you can just search all of the projects or all of the organizations which has Android related projects. And searching there is pretty easy. There is a search bar in the Google Summer of Code website. You can just enter the favorite framework that you love, that you are familiar with, and it will show you all of the organizations that has projects related to that. So next you can just go there and search the projects, and you can start contributing to those projects if you find those insightful. And if you are not willing to go by that tech stack route, there is another way you can choose a project, which is by choosing an organization. um, Sometimes some people really prefer a specific organization, that they only want to work for that organization. They really like the organization, or some perks that they have after getting associated with that organization. So then you can also go through that organization of your choice and choose the project that you like. Like for me, I was already working in a startup when I got selected to GSoC. So I so after joining, I thought I will only do GSoC if I got into a organization which is associated with Google or Apple or something like that, big tech, so I can use that to get referrals and make good connections to those organizations. So for that, some people can also choose organizations like Chromium, which are associated with Google. Some people really like the Linux system, so they only want to work with the Linux organization. Some people really like Red Hat or other organization; they can prefer to work there as well. So these are two options that you can. These are two ways that you can use to choose your GSoC project. And after you have chosen your project,
Hey folks, I guess we are having some issues from the speaker side. Right. I guess he's not available for a bit. Just bear with us for a few more seconds. Let's just clear it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just bear us for a few seconds. I guess there is some issue from the speaker's end. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so he has left due to some network issues. He is coming within a few more minutes. So bear with us. Till that time, let's see. Okay, so tell me, how many of you were have participated in Hack for Bengal season one? How many of you were there during that time? Let's write in the chat. Let me see how many of you were there during the first season. Okay, yeah, our speaker is back here.
So sorry for that. Actually, my network, there is some weather issues. So I won't be opening my camera. I will just present my slides. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, cool,
So
cool, cool. Not
let's
an
just
issue.
continue where I left.
Yeah.
So sorry for the inconvenience. So now, as you have already selected a project, the next thing that you can do is to make a good proposal which gets selected to GSoC. So for making a proposal, first you need to have the basics things added to a proposal. Like you need to have a detailed timeline which talks about all of the things that you will do in that period, in the 12 plus week period. So first you need to get that right, and you write all of the things that you will do there. And you need to be really realistic there. You can't be can't make things that you will finish this very early, because the mentors are working on this project for a long time. And if you make things unrealistic, that I will do this even faster, and to maybe to look good, they will get a sense that you don't have much idea about the project, so it will make a bad impression on them. So make a detailed timeline. Don't need to make things make things really look good. You can just be realistic, and also keep time for fixing bugs and talking with mentors, which will look really good to them. भाई वीडियो कॉल कर रहे हो? Just a second. Hope I'm audible. So another thing that you have to add is the project abstract, which is the project summary that you need to have. And after you add a project summary, then also submit your project as early as you can. So the mentors will give you a review, and then you can have feedback on your proposal before submitting it finally. And having a feedback from the mentors is really great, because they will be the one who will be reviewing it at the end, and they will be the one who will be selecting the students. So having their feedback is really valuable, because they will be the one who will be selecting the students. So submit it as early as you can. And also the most important thing that you can do, which will look the best, is to have some pre-GSoC contributions. So if you have pre-GSoC contributions, it will establish your expertise, that you know all of the tech stacks, and you are familiar with the project, and you can really show something. Otherwise, all of the things that you will be writing on the proposal will be something that you will do in the future. But if you can show some pre-GSoC work that you have already started working on the project, it can really establish your expertise of the tech stack and on the project. So it will look really good. And don't spend more time on making diagrams and all. uh, uh, otherwise spend their time in doing some contribution to the project, because in most of the times the people you will be competing with will be the one, because most of the guys who apply to the program never ne- are only applying saying that they want to contribute to the project. Most of them don't have any contributions prior to the program. So if you have some contributions to the organization, that will look really good on you. So another thing you can do is to have a look at the last year proposals. So you can see all of the proposals which got selected to the organization that you like, and see what are the common things that those proposals has, and you can also get a good sense of the things that that you can have in a proposal. So these are some of my personal suggestions which really worked for me. Is start contributing to the organization that you are targeting. So as I said, if you start contributing to the organization, no matter how small it is, even if you have some contributions to the project or the organization, it will make you ahead of lots of people. So do contribute, and it's never too late. Even if you do some contribution now, it will make your proposal better. So try to do some contributions, and it's never too late. And doing it only will make your chances uh, getting maximizes your chances of getting selected. So there's no way you can there's no harm in doing contribution. So another thing that you can do is choose a difficult project. So if you choose a difficult project, by difficult project I mean a project which looks difficult to most of the people, which sounds really difficult, but most of the projects are doable. So you don't need to worry about that. What you can do is found a project which sounds really difficult. So um, you will be competing with less number of people, and this will also maximize your chances of getting selected. And last thing which worked for me is having a good portfolio. By good for portfolio I mean, if you have some work experience, some projects already available on Play Store live, some users are working on that, or you have you have solved some difficult technical problems which is related to the GSoC proposal that you are proposing. This will really help you. uh, uh, for me, I was applying to TensorFlow, and they were asking to make a machine learning application, some machine learning application demos. So I have already created at that by that time I already had some machine learning applications live on Play Store, which were getting used by other users. So that really helped me, and really established my uh, expertise to them. So that you can also do if you have a good portfolio. It will really help you, and even if you don't, try to make one, so it will help you in future. So let's say if you do all of these things right, and you also get selected, so what to do next? So in most of the guides you will be only you will only see that how to get into GSoC, but uh, very rarely someone talks about what to do after getting selected to GSoC. So these are the some of the things that I think you can do if you get selected. Again, getting selected is really rare, but if you get selected, um, don't get over obsessed with that. It's not a destination, rather treat it as an opportunity. So um, first you can do is uh, learn from the experts, and learn from the experts, because in GSoC you will be working with some industry leaders and some of the people who are working on this project, technical projects for a long time, and some of them are really experienced and really great at their work. So it's a great opportunity for you to make connections with them. So use that opportunity, which can later help you to get better career opportunities as well. And also it is great, at a great place to understand big open source projects. So what you can do is, in any project, whether it is a open source project or closed source project, you will be working in a big code base. So you will be working in a good big code base. So in GSoC, GSoC is a good opportunity for you to go through all of these projects, and as you, all of these projects which are really big in size, and there will be mentor who are assigned to you, who will be who will be always there to help you understand those projects and how to contribute in it. So try to understand how to contribute to this big open source project, what are the procedure, how all of the things work there. And also it is a great opportunity for you to get involved in the open source organization which you got selected to. So as if you get selected to GSoC, you will get more attention than other contributors, because um, you will get stipend, so they will expect some work from you. So as they will expect some work from you, they will also help you to achieve that work. So they will be there will be more assistance towards you than other contributors. So use that opportunity and get involved in the community. It can later help you to get better opportunities in career, and get some career opportunity, speaking opportunities as well. And benefits of contributing to open source. It's really great that they don't see your resume and all to merge your PR, merge your code to their code base. If you have some, if you have solved a good problem which can enhance their software, that's all they need. They won't see your background, won't see what degree you have. So you can use that open source contributions to make a good portfolio, which will enhance your resume to get a job or internship that you are finally targeting. So also use that as well. And also you can get a great satisfaction of working on impactful softwares which are used by thousands of people, and which really does something novel. Like there are some softwares which works on climate change and some financial infrastructure. You can also get an opportunity to work on those softwares, and that will be really that feels really nice to work on. And it's also a good place to network and get some career opportunities with senior software developers who are actively contributing to the open source. So you can also use this opportunity to network with senior software developers, and which is great, um, which is great because otherwise you would have reached out to them in LinkedIn, and it will be and in these days LinkedIn is too crowded to give some referral. So if you have already worked with them in open source, uh, they can write a referral to you, or they can help you to get a better opportunity if they know. And recruiters can also reach out to you. So these are some other resources that you can go through. First one is the Google Summer Code website, which is must go through that. And next one is a guide by Google. Uh, the next one is the resources provided by Google, and third one is the guide from Google. So you can go through this, and these are some you can get a good sense of what to need to do to get into the program. So these were the things. So thank you. I know the network is not that great, so I couldn't elaborate on my topics, and maybe I'm not sounding good because of the network. So anyways, these are my socials. You can connect with me, and if you have any questions, I would like to take them.
Yeah, we have some questions from our audience. I'm displaying it on the
Mm.
screen.
Okay, so how do we choose our tech stack out of so many options out there? So what you can do, Sorodip, is first see what are the programming language that you know. If you know Python, and then choose a framework which is uh, related to Python, because it will help you. And if you know JavaScript, you choose related to something. If you are okay with any of the frameworks that works with that programming language, like if you learn Java, you can code a mobile app also, you can also code a backend application also. Then see what makes you more excited. So do that. If making backend application is more exciting to you, so then learn Spring Boot. And if doing mobile application is more interesting to you, then do Android development. So it's then it depends on your interest. But if you know only on one programming language, I will suggest you to learn a development framework which is related to that.
Yeah, this is the next question by Orpon Mondol.
Have you have you researched the project's existing code base and documentation? What are your initial thoughts? So first, there is many ways that you can go through the whole code base or the document and the documentation. So whenever I have contributed to a project, be it in consultancy or freelance, or whenever I worked in internship, and even in Google Summer Code. So there are many ways people some people go through the code directly, but I don't recommend that. If it's a big code base, they are most likely they will most likely have a documentation. So go through the documentation, so you will have a good understanding of the whole code base. Then only go to the part of, if the project is really big, then only go to the part that will be contributing to, and only read through those lines, maybe to have a good understanding. But you don't need to, if that's a big code base, you don't need to go through the whole coding, what they have wrote. You just need to, you can just go to the documentation, and if it is really big, then even in documentation, just go through the part which is really assigned to you, which is really important to you. Then first go through the documentation, and then go through the code to get a deeper understanding of the code base. So there is a meme which says that um, reading doing debugging of 6 hours can save your reading documentation of 5 minutes. So you can just go through the documentation first. So, Anish is asking, how do you plan to prioritize and manage your tasks during the program? So, you first, whenever you will be writing the proposal, at first, you have to first decide that how you will do all of the things. So if I'm making some machine learning application or a mobile application, so first the organization would have already presented the problem statement that they want me to solve. So first I will go through the whole thing, how can I solve it, how I can solve it. So after having a sense that what will take me most time, then I will keep it at first. So whatever will take the most amount of time, I will do it first in the program. And I will also talk with my mentor that is this time enough for doing this, because uh, any senior mentor will always advise you to be on a safer side and take a longer time period than a shorter time period. Because if you have a longer time period, then then they can reassign some new work to you, assign some new work to you. But if you're short on time, then you won't be able to complete the work, even the work that you promised yourself. So try to keep a longer first identify how much time the problem statement that the organization mentioned will take you to solve. And after that, take the toughest problem at the first and keep a good amount of time there. And also in the timeline where you will be mentioning your times, there keep time for talking with discussing with mentors, um, keep time for discussing with mentors. And at the end of the program, also keep time for fixing bugs. And also at the end, you also have to make a final presentation, so also keep time, some extra time for it. So and it will look more good, really professional to them, because in software you will always have bugs. I In my proposal, I always in every week I kept time for fixing bugs. Sayak is saying, I have done a few internship, but I haven't done a significant contribution to open source yet. Also, I'm a final year grad passing out this year. Any chance to get in? So, Sayak, earlier the GSoC was only limited to university students, but now everyone can participate, even if you are working for 5-6 years and you want to contribute to GSoC, you are welcome. And now if you have some good if you have done already if you have done some internships already, this will look really good on you, and this will really establish your expertise on a specific tech stack. It's even good if you have done in a specific domain, like you have done all of the internships in web development or mobile development. So it will really really establish your expertise. And even if you don't have open source contributions, like even before getting selected to TensorFlow, I didn't had any contributions to TensorFlow. But some organizations really prefer really prefer students who have already contributed to their organization. But some organizations uh, are there who are willing to take students who can get the things done. So there are some organizations, for me TensorFlow Lite was, there's a organization in TensorFlow Lite was a organization which takes students who can get things done, but even if they don't have open source contributions. So just talk with the previous year alumni of those organizations that you are targeting, and talk with them. Do they take students who don't have much open source contributions, or they don't? So Apne Dunya is saying, can you please tell us more details about it, please? So I will share my slide, and with Tushar. He can share the slide. Uh, you can just go through this. It has all of the important things that you can go through. This is something that I'm sharing for last 2 years, and it really works.
Yeah, sure. I will share
Yeah.
this with the audience. All of you who are watching this, you will be getting this slide. No worries from us. We will be releasing it in our socials. Not an issue. So okay, so that was all for now. So hope this is the end of the Q&A session. Right. Okay. So first of all, thank you to Sunit Bhaiya for such an amazing session. We have such an interactive audience. So many of them got to know about GSoC, and many of them had different types of question, and all of them were answered. Okay. So thank you very much, Sunit Bhaiya, for your time. Okay. So before
Thank you
wrapping
for
up,
having me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Okay, so before wrapping up, folks, we have someone with us, the lead organizer of Hack4Bengal, uh, Manish Kumar Barnawal. I am adding him. Hello, Manish Bhaiya.
Hey, hello everyone. क्या हाल भाई? Okay, so I guess one question left out, so I just want to answer it. Or Sunit can take this as well, and I can just add on it. This is one of the most important question which students generally ask, like what kind of feedback and support do you expect from your project mentors during the program? I think this question was unanswered. So, Sunit, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, sure. So there are different kind of mentors. It really depends on the mentor you have. Some mentors really want to micromanage you. They really want to see if you are doing all of the things that they want. Like some of my friends were really they were having meetings thrice a week, and some most of the mentors are not that micromanaging, so they will give you a week to work on this thing, and you can just report after a week what you did and how things went.
Yeah, true. Like just I want to extend this question answer. So basically, generally mentors are some working professionals who are not getting paid for mentoring you or something like that. They, yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you are
Okay,
audible.
so
I think
that's what
network
that
issue
was
हुआ
the
था.
answer.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. No issues. A little bit of network issue, I mean, but okay,
cool.
we can all manage because it's for the second season for the offline session of Hack4Bengal. That's why. No issues. Okay,
Perfect.
so we have the lead organizer with us. So as all the Joes is very high, everyone is so much excited. So very common question we get, Manish Bhaiya, in our Discord server, in our socials, everybody is asking
Mhm.
that registration कब start होगा? Like
Uh,
the people are
they
having
should
a
they should
FOMO.
ask, right?
Yeah,
They should
they are
ask.
thinking कि खत्म हो
Yeah.
गया, क्या हुआ,
So
नहीं हुआ?
basically,
Do
the wait
explain.
is almost over. I won't say that is over, but yeah, it's almost over. Stay tuned. You never know, like it will if it will open tomorrow. So you never know. So stay tuned on our socials, on our Discord, and make sure that you are joining our Discord server, which is a most important thing which you can do as of now, because this is the place where you can interact with all the mentors. You can interact with your fellow members, or you can interact with everyone as an organizer, as a volunteer, anyone. If you want to interact with, you can directly connect them on Discord itself. And also if you have any more doubts, like what how you can participate in GSoC, or do you have anything else, like you can also join our server, or you can directly reach out to Sunit. He like we all have already shared his socials, or if not, we will share over the email. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. And so the whatever things happened, we will share over the email. And the most important part, the registration will start very 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 soon. So the wait is almost over, so make sure that you are joining our uh, Discord server and following our social handles. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. And yeah, if you have anything or you want to ask anything, you can drop it on in chat, else we are good to go now.
Yeah. Everything will be updated in our socials, folks. So no need to worry.
Mhm.
You will get to know each and everything. Follow our Discord, follow our Twitter, follow our LinkedIn. Okay, so you will get each and every notification there. Don't forget to join our Discord. Okay, you will mainly you can interact there with anyone, right? Okay, so that was all about this session. Special thanks to Sunit Bhaiya for giving his time to explain and talk about GSoC. Thanks to Manish Bhaiya for letting the people know, letting the people
Yep.
calm down. But I think they should not calm down. Okay,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yep.
So okay, so I am sharing the feedback
Yeah,
form, just
cool
one
cool,
photo
thanks
from
everyone.
all of you guys. Uh, Try to fill this feedback form. Okay, just scan the QR code. There is a Google form. Fill it up so that we can understand that what is relevant more for you. We can understand, and accordingly we will plan our sessions. Few of our p-hack sessions are already planned, right? We will be posting them in socials, and you will get to know about those. You will not miss anything. But about more sessions also, we can understand that what actually you need, what are you wanting. We can understand your wants and needs. That's why. So do fill this feedback form. Write honestly anything, whatever you want. Okay, not anything. I mean, like critics are accepted, of course.
Yep.
So yeah, that was all from our side, and this is the end of the session. Thanks to all. Thanks to all for joining. Fill the feedback form, and thanks to all again.
Bye bye.
Cool then. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much. If you have filled the feedback form, thank you.